And if you ever need to farm spiderling silk, the place I go to every
Good
time
money.
is Field of Bone in Ruins of Kunark. You've got this crypt where very nice spiderlings spawn every 5 seconds, and you can just stand there and murder them and get. Now, getting a hold of the spider silk takes more time. Piranhas, probably. Crystal caverns. Yeah, that would be a spent.
Or was it Velks?
Velks had a specific spider silk for quest during that era as well, because it was crystalline spider silk. Plain old spider silk, I mean, even to this day, I go to the Piranhas. Nope.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's no GMs to run anything for anybody anymore, anyways. All your GMs are just behind the scenes at the writing code and trying to write hot fixes. So
Yeah, which
you
is
don't even
not
see an
typical
in-game
GM
GM.
work anyway.
Oh no, those sell. Oh yes, people love anything bearskins, crude, high quality, low quality. You want to make some really good fucking money? Go to West Corona and the Highlands Lions, high quality lion skins for for the uh, damn it, what is it? No, no, these are lions because you want high quality lion skins for the prescient quivers, which is a 90% haste for rangers. They sell for 1 to 2 million per skin. Per skin. I know, especially those lions. They're all over the fucking place.
Yeah, I bet the same spot that you are farming the silks is where you get the hides.
Yeah, now the wings, I believe. Pixie wing. Yep, yep. And you can use them in research. And you can use them in the Rivervale quest. But, yep. Orb of four. Oop. Orb of forgiveness is and type 7 augment for level 33 to 40. Yep, it's just a range item. Gives you +5 stamina, strength, intelligence. So if a vendor's gonna buy it, sell it. Yeah, I mean, what do you have in your range slot now? Something better than that, or not as good as that? Okay. What kind of stats is the rate giving you? Okay, then sell the orb. Vendor trash it, because no one's going to buy it in the bazaar, not for level 33. Most people are going to blow through those levels and not worry about Augs. People don't normally start. Depends. Mordecai's your one to ask that question.
What's that? Yeah, if you get any ornaments, we have kind of just started working on it. We're building up an ornament library. Yep. So, can your house, I know you have it locked down to who can pull out, but can anybody put in?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you go to the ornament house in the Sunset Hills neighborhood for our guild, and you just deposit them in there. We have an officer who is our quartermaster, Zumbi, the one, or not an normie, who offered to show you around when you joined yesterday. She's our quartermaster officer, and so she's helping out with maintaining our houses with what's in them. And part of that is, nice thing is, so say you get a full 7-piece ornament set built up in the ornament house and you want to get that achievement, you ask her. She'll when she's ready to meet you there, she'll pull the ornaments out, hand them to you, put them in there, get your Heroes Forge achievement, hand them back to her, and she puts them back in the house. Like some of these raids we've started doing, we're getting the Insidious, and so that way it's, if everybody on their own tried getting the raid ornaments when only one ornament per raid boss drops, it would be forever. But this way we're taking the ornaments we get from the raids and sticking them in the ornament house so everybody can have access.
Yeah.
Not really, because it just sat there and cluttered up the bank because nobody took it.
But if you do Fashion Quest, yeah, I'd do it with you, but then we'd both be wrong. Waiting for Zab, waiting for Zab. No. Yeah. There you go. Fashion Quest is the life the million overseer agrees with me. I love giving Zab shit about overseer or Fashion Quest.
I do too. Trust me, Fashion Quest is a regular source of angst in my house. Come home, I see a new box sitting on the front porch. I'm like, honey, we had a talk.
Amazon threw up on our porch again. That's Kohl's. Yeah, no, that's fucking Kohl's.
Kohl's
Don't talk.
Cash,
Oh,
Jesus
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
Christ.
But
Yeah.
honey, we saved $355. No, you spent 175, but we saved 350. So I said, so now when I go down to the Tool Quest and I go in there and I save $175 on tools and spend 250, then it's the same thing and it's okay, right? She goes, oh no, that's different.
Yeah. Kohl's is getting roughly $1,000 from me this week because we're at that age where the two girls, they're both, they're within 6 months of each other. My stepdaughter just turned 14. My daughter will turn 14 in a couple of months. So, of course, each time season comes around, they've outgrown what they had. So it's time for spring, summer clothes. So she took her daughter to Kohl's last night, and she's taking my daughter to Kohl's tonight.
As much shit as we
Uh,
want to give them, 30% off, and then you get Kohl's cash backs, and then you use your Kohl's bucks from the previous one. Next thing you know, you're buying a $40-50 sweater for $17. It's not
well,
cheap shit. It's
it's just
good
clothes are
quality
expensive.
stuff. Oh yeah. But
And that's the thing, though, with the juniors section, it's decent clothes. And that's where I have to hand it to my wife with the girls. She makes them think about, okay, can you mix and match this with the other pieces you're picking? How
right.
many outfits can you build out of this? And and both girls need to be learning that. Now, my son, when she takes my son shopping, it's easy because he likes monochrome sweaters, monochrome pants, and he's good to go. Yeah, that's about all he cares about.
Fucking half the time we don't even care about that.
Yeah.
Am I wearing pants on a shirt? You're right. Yeah. All right. Well, the fuck, they ain't throwing me out of anywhere.
But let's face it costs more to clothe girls than it does to clothe boys.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, what's up, buddy? Days?
Hey, Adis. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
Another day of not out saving lives?
That's Thursday.
How many days a week do you work, like a 24-hour shift or a 12-hour shift, or how does that work?
I do 24 on, 72 off.
Gotcha.
Not a bad day's work.
Last shift was actually really nice. It was, pretty slow, which means that next shift is probably going to be, balls to the walls the entire time, but
Yeah, but honestly, slow with your line of work, that's not a bad thing.
I agree.
Are you EMT or
Yeah, I'm a paramedic.
paramedic? Yep. That's what I thought. I just want to double check. It's like the wife, she's a nurse practitioner for family patient in medicine, and when she comes on, how was your day? We were busy. Oh fuck, sorry to hear that.
Right.
Yep. Especially around holidays. Holidays, it's just heartbreaking because people just leave town and take grandma and grandpa, drop them off in the emergency room, and then leave town.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because they don't want to deal with them. They don't want to take them on vacation with them, and they don't want to deal with them, and there's no one at home to watch them, so they just take them, drop them off at the hospital, and it's the hospital's problem for a week or two until they come back.
Okay, and
Just
what about the
fucking,
emergency room bill?
just fucking heartbreaking. Well, the emergency room, and they can't turn people away. Neither can the hospital.
And the bill goes to moms instead of the people who dropped them off.
Yep, goes to the state.
That's disgusting.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, here, if they don't have a reason to keep you, then they're not going to keep you. they're gonna boot you out somewhere, and somebody better come pick you up.
No, just disgusting the way people treat the family.
But what people don't realize is there are temporary stay in a nursing home for situations like that. Like, set up a temporary, 1 or 2 week stay at a nursing home, and then pick them up when you get back. That's factual.
Oh, jeez. Don't touch it. And nothing away from family, but he was up. I bet he was up for it. Yeah. Oh no, she wasn't. But he wanted to go. Yeah, that was back when, fucking people actually had pride.
That's intense. Like, no matter which way you look at it, like whether you agree with that plan or not, that is fucking intense, dude.
Yep. Sorry about that. And then you joined us here. You joined us here at the Dragonfire Club. Fuck, dude, you got no fucking luck at all. Oh no, yep.
My family's all hardcore, and I play EverQuest.
Yep. Jesus Christ.
That sounds like my dad's family. What? Yeah, that sounds like my dad's side of the family. I wasn't, super close with my dad to begin with, but especially after he died, like, his side of the family just became absolute freaking snakes in the grass. And I kind of believe that they were beforehand, before he died, but like afterwards it was, hyper apparent. And yeah, I cut them off.
Jeez. I'm 10 years younger than my in-laws, and I'm 10 years older than my wife. And my wife is like 20 years younger than the youngest of anybody on my side of my family. So there's cousins of hers that are like my age and stuff, and it's she's like, No, you don't get to call me Aunt nothing or other. My name is Shelly. You start putting the aunt in front of that, and you're joking. I am not that fucking old yet.
My mom came from
Why
a
don't you talk to
big
Frank Antique
old
and see where your hot zone is?
Catholic family. She was one of 14 kids.
Oh my
And
God.
so I have a cousin who is older than her, the youngest. So she's a year older than her aunt.
Jeez.
Yeah, when your kids are having kids, maybe it's time to stop having kids. Oh, phone call. I'll be back.
Oh, for dear God. Oh, Jesus. Adderall.
Adderall.
Oh yeah.
People still do it today.
And of course, you got to sing it like the Wizard of Oz. Ding dong, the bitch is dead. The wicked old bitch, the witch is dead. Yeah, God knows. Some things, I mean, you just hear these stories and it's just, you swear people are laughing about it and you like, why are you laughing about it? And it's just like, if I didn't fucking laugh, I'd cry. And it's not worth the aggravation of me crying over. So it's just fucking do it and laugh about it and get on with life. Mm. And look at you now. Yep. You look working for oh, EA Sports, but still the Electronic Arts. Ever EverQuest is hiring. Yeah, go to EverQuest, look up EverQuest jobs. They're fucking screaming for programmers. They got all sorts of yeah. So they're even QA. They got fucking jobs up the yin yang. There you go. Yeah, and then we know you. We got someone on the fucking inside shit now. Fuck, we all be fucking dick and read fucking gear. Fuck this shit. Hmm? Zab said, please, for the love of fucking God, can you just release the hit and crit AC codes? some of the mathematical formulas they came up with for this game are just like, holy shit! I mean, it doesn't need to be rocket science, dudes. You know, if you have 10 AC, you get this. If you have 20 AC, you hit that. Yeah. That's oh yeah, all of the games like World of Warcraft, Blizzard, they're fucking people are screaming for stuff to do Q&A and quality assurances and test things out and do that stuff. So yeah, if you're down and out, definitely look them up. If I was fucking smart enough and I'd stayed in school to do that shit, I'd be definitely doing it. Right. Yeah. What button combination did I push to get here? We're a face smasher. We're the face smashers. Oh, God, love these common tunnels. Nice. Yes, please. You still got to put this position the surname on your monk. All right, what was the surname?
I came back to see that typed, and I'm curious now.
Yeah, he's still typing. This can't be good.
No.
Especially from Zab.
Salty jizz in your face. All right. Why not just keep it simple and call it bukkake? You had variations. Nice.
I love the now some of the TikTok streams and stuff like that where they're just putting out shirts with the QR code on them, so people will take their phones and scan the QR code just because people are stupid and ignorant and won't do it. And you scan the QR code and it comes up and it says "fuck you." Yeah. That's right. One lady it was on the news here. One lady is all up in arms now, and they want the medical departments to change the laws because her son identifies as a cat, and she wants to be able to take her son to the vet.
Oh, by the way, I looked that up. Apparently, she does bits like that to make fun of people.
Oh. Okay. Well, they didn't disclose that.
Yeah.
That's
apparently,
just fuck it, put them down.
Apparently, she's so good with the serious face that people think she's actually serious.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the one gal, and this was out here. I think this was out of Penn State that this actually happened. Lady had twins, and they were of color, and she called one Orangelo and the other one Yellangelo. Orange Jello and yellow Jello, because those were her two favorite snacks when she was pregnant with them. True story. Orangelo and Yellangelo. Those are their kids' names now for the rest of their fucking life.
Until they're 18.
Yeah, except they probably won't take it. They're not working. If their mom was that smart, they ain't going to be smart enough to know to change it. I'm sorry, fuck, that was my out loud voice again. Okay, so I'm in the mood for junk food today. And I figured, you know what, if I'm doing junk food, I'm going to do Taco Bell. At least I get some veggies and stuff on here. How the fuck can you go to Taco Bell? Lettuce and tomato?
Tomato's a fruit.
Oh, all right, so fruit. Well, fuck guacamole. There you go, yeah. Well, actually, avocado is a fruit too. Yeah. So, how can you not have crunchy tacos at Taco Bell? We're sorry. These items are not available. What the fuck did you do? Run out of fucking taco shells? Put them in a fucking tortilla shell then. Holy shit. Yeah. Welcome to Taco Bell, where we don't have tacos. Okay.
Soupy poop. Oh, God.
Soupy poopies. No, the only poncho I ever heard of was Via.
Oh yes, I've heard of ponchos.
Buffet. Oh my God! Yes, I remember those.
That sounds like a Brazilian barbecue.
Yeah. Well, no, it was a chain. It was. God, they were short-lived out in Arizona. Yeah. I say, why don't you go to Franklin Teak and see where your hot zone is? At 50, it might be POI. Oh, okay. I did gone to Guild Lobby, taking your translocator to Nadaria's, and from Nadaria's to Butcher Block, and Butcher Block to Ocean of Tears. Yay, another achievement hunter. Yes, Zab, somebody else to chase achievements with.
Or you could just do POK to Butcher Block. You don't have to worry about the Guild Lobby and then Nadaria and then Butcher Block.
Yep, you can do that.
If you call that fun.
Damn. There's hardcore, and then there's hardcore.
I typically didn't mind it when I played a bard.
Stelos. All right, AFK a minute.
Turn that back on so that people can actually hear me on my stream. Okay. This looks different. Hey, I'm a master of gems. Hey, I'm still trying to educate people about this game because they think it's simple, uninteresting, and not as advanced as World of Warcraft. And it's just wrong on so many levels. What the hell is this thing?
What is what then?
There's this tower floating off the shore, and it looks like a little teleporter that takes you to it.
Yeah, that's a higher level event that they're doing right now.
Oh, okay.
Does that last all year, or is now that permanent in game?
I think it's only for a certain amount of time.
Ah.
Or for this year?
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be a permanent thing. But the quests to do them are like super easy. Like I solo it with my enchanter. Which, I mean, you can solo a lot with an enchanter, but
I have to admit something to y'all. The first day that I played this game, back in the day, I am a helpful person. I see somebody running from a mob, I want to help, right? My first day playing this freaking game, I end up out in the deserts of Ro, and I see someone running from a hill giant. I had never heard of kiting before. I did not know what was going on. All I knew is I saw somebody running from something, fight it for a second, and then run away some more. So I joined in and start hitting it from the back, kill it, and then find out that it's the rare mob that drops the item for the J-boots. And they can't loot it now because I already looted it. My first day playing EverQuest, and I made a huge mistake. I have never forgotten that, and I have never forgiven myself for it.
They probably were
they-
not very happy with you.
No, they're not. They're not happy with me at all. And I can't blame them. But that, honestly, that happened. And I just figured I would be honest. I can be an idiot sometimes by trying to be too helpful. I remember back in the day, Ocean of Tears used to have a problem with barge running around training people with reapers. I'm guessing they don't do that anymore. Nobody even probably comes out here anymore.
Not unless they have to.
This is more fun. This is the way that you used to travel pre-plane of frickin' knowledge. You.
Yeah, no thanks.
But that's what's good about this game. If you still choose to run, you are more than welcome to do so.
Yes, you can.
I still have somebody in group with me. Fix that. Didn't even notice that.
Was it still my ranger from yesterday?
True, Zab, until they started updating the books. Like the Great Divide book, the Shar Ball book, and so on. The Fear book.
I did read that they had found workarounds for some stuff for the Shaman Epic. That's kind of cool.
I just did it recently on my shaman, and I don't know. I just followed the old guide, and it worked just fine.
I can't believe that they don't do the Bertoxilus thing, though, anymore. That used to be so cool. You'd be just cruising around the Karanas, and all of a sudden it's like, the plague has begun. And this huge freaking army of beetles starts walking across, just killing everything. You know, I've never even made it to the plains back in the day. I mean, I had started working on keys, and that's whenever I stopped playing. And the only reason I was working up to getting into the plains is because I needed to go to the Plane of Fear for the uh, Spear of Fate. Nice. Yeah, but you know what I mean by doing the keys thing. It was...
And the Plane of Sky?
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. No, I think you're right. It was the Plane of Sky. I don't know. This is that was a long time ago. But I've always slowed down right around where I am now, and I'm level 50. Yeah, because I don't want to go past level 55 until I've raided Nagafen. That's still a rule, isn't it?
Nope, because you can pull an instance, and you can raid Nagafen even now at 125.
Jesus. The whole point was you had to get a group together because you could not be over level 55 and you could not solo the dragon. And you had to work with other people so that you could kill the dragon.
It still works if you want to go do that live. And that was the point of that was because you needed, during Kunark, you needed to go get the Red Dragon scale
Right.
for your warrior epic. And people were permacamping. High levels were permacamping. And so that's part of why they started making instances. One, if you were high level and you needed the item for a reason,
Yeah.
you could pop the instance and go do it.
Well, I can understand doing it as an instance, and that way they're not competing over a resource. But the reason that you would go in to fight Nagafen, and if you were over level 55, as soon as you hit him, you were teleported outside.
Yeah, that still exists.
But you can go in with a 125 and kill him?
If you pop an instance. You cannot do it in the live zone.
Okay. It's weird that they would choose to have both and then change the rules for one.
Well, they did it in the live zone at first before they started doing instances. But the problem with that was if you were too high, but you needed the item, you had no way to get it.
Yes, you did. You could go and die until you de-leveled yourself low enough to be able to fight it.
I would not call that a way to go get it.
I know a lot of people who did it. They went out and they were like, I'm level 65, I'm going to go fight the dragon. And then people are like, no, you're not. Why? Because you got to be level 55. Okay, well, I'll go die. See, Zab's in the know. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Sack down. All right. I am out of Harder's special baits. Now I gotta go actually buy a bait.
I never got to raid Nagafen and Vox, and I want to raid Nagafen and Vox. And eventually, I'm going to get enough people to do that. If I'm 90 years old, I don't care.
Wonder if I can buy a bait here at the end.
Oh, cool.
Grubs? Nope.
It's just not the same as, organizing and getting 30 people to do the same thing at one time. You have to have a professional cat herder at the head.
I wonder if you could take a level 1 with Jan's Veil, your Striped Badger, your mount, all that stuff, and just go in and sit with Nagy. Or no, we tried that. That's right. We did try that. They hit too hard. Nagy and Vox. It didn't work. Yeah. She destroyed our asses.
On the Veniki server, there's like server achievements if you kill Vox, Nagy, and something else before level 40.
Hmm.
And then take down Khazak-Thul before 50. Yeah.
And same with Interuk.
But Vaniki is all the gear on Vaniki is a no level requirement. So you could
Really?
use in-game gear at level 1. It is scaled down because it's like the recommended level thing.
Right.
It is scaled down, but like it's still pretty potent.
Yeah, you get foci on there, that makes a difference.
What about the sleeper? Because the medic was talking about the sleeper thing the other day, and saying that you could pop it as an instance now and do stuff with it.
They used to. There was a Dragons event. I don't know if you can do it without that event,
The whole
but
point of the
yeah.
sleeper was it only popped once per server. Period. That bothers me at a whole nother level. That they would turn around and change that after so long.
Yeah, it just comes around like once a year just for people to be able to like relive that content.
Yeah.
So it's an instance, it's not the actual zone.
The whole point back then was to have a creature that you thought you wanted to kill and you could not kill, no matter how many people you had with you. And then after it killed you and all of your party, it would start zoning and running around the entire world and killing people, and then just leave and then never show up again. It was beautiful.
My stats are the HP. I have 16,387.
Oof.
Now that's unfortunately I can't click on modified anymore, so I got to look and see. Nothing there. Nothing there. HP. So you got to subtract 750 from that because of the OG. So 15,600.
I think it's kind of getting to a point where servers have such specific rules that transfers are becoming more and more difficult between servers.
Well, it still stands that any server can transfer to this one. But the flip side is once you're on this server, you cannot go to any other server. And you wouldn't be able to use it because Vaniki is a progression. I don't know what era they're in right now. So the item doesn't exist on Vaniki. Allegedly.
I thought it was on the launcher, but that's Yellowknife.
Personally, I tried the progression servers, but then the guild I joined up with, it's just they would go to Planes of Power and then redo it, start over again with a year later with the next progression server. And I got tired of doing the same content. Everybody has 1,000 fishing rods. I get the draw of being able to go back and era, original play rules, all that stuff. I do get that draw. But I don't know how people can just do it over and over again.
Screw that shit. I am not going to ever go back, have a level 1 character with 100 mana and 100 hit points and have to sit there and kill one mob and med for 15 minutes. No, thank you.
Yeah, but what about the fascinating and love of the game? Like the first time you jumped in the water off of Freeport and found out there's sharks.
Been there, done that. Saw the T-shirt, made the movie. Yeah,
Like, what? How else could I put it? How about the first time you saw Star Wars? That feeling. Some people have very low memory and can do that again and again, and it's like doing it the first time.
Zab, your sour milk? Is that what you're trying to say?
He's cheese at this point. Coalition of Trade Folk. Hey, guess what? I remembered why I hated Freeport. There's the docks. Damn.
Now, don't you dare use that translocator. You better sit your ass there and wait for the boat.
I'm gonna wait for the boat, damn it.
Jesus. I remember that too.
Remember,
First TLP I was ever on, and standing there waiting for the boat to Cunark to come to take me to the over there.
I remember when the boats were like the most dangerous thing you could do in the game, because desync would sometimes leave you in the middle of the frickin' ocean and dead. Here's a little bitty boat. I don't think that'll get me where I want to go. There's a port authority. I have a complaint.
We're sorry. We are no longer accepting complaints at this location. If you feel like you would still like to register a complaint, please do so at the appropriate time between 7 and 7:01 a.m. on Eastern Mountain Standard Central Time. Other
On
than that, please call
February, you forgot to say on February
February
30th.
30th. Yes, on February the 30th. Please call our new dedicated toll-free number 1-800-GIVE-A-FUCK.
It-
I'm sorry, we've actually changed that. It's now 1-800-DILLIGAF. And we all know what Dilligaf stands for.
I can guess.
Dilligaf, D-I-L-L-I-G-A-F. Do I look like I give a fuck?
There's this wonderful song on YouTube that you can find. Dapper Gent with a mandolin and old school barber shop quartet look about him. And he does this wonderful song called I've No More Fucks to Give. If you haven't heard it, look it up. It's beautiful. Yes. I mean, I put it right up there with Asshole by Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary, I'm an asshole, I'm an asshole, I'm an asshole.
World's biggest asshole.
Just always got me when it got near the end of the song. Big brown baby seal eyes for headlights. I'm like, damn. Okay, now where do I need to go out here?
Mordecai,
Captain
did you find and play Bambilance yet?
Nope.
Failed. All the music is coming full circle around again. I can't wait for them to start making the news headline songs. Those were amazing. Some of those were well put together.
I like what they've done with Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire." They've redone that one a couple of times to update it. Which is kind of neat.
I'll have to go looking for them. I haven't seen anything on that.
I'm actually really excited. I wish I was able to go. They have a concert coming up very shortly in New Orleans. A little group out of Russia called Pussy Riot. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but they became rather notorious for the government threatening to kill them, basically, and them going, fuck you, no. We're going to get louder.
Almost one of those things. I'm going to go see them just for the name.
Exactly. I need to set up a loc button. Page 2, new social. Oh God, that's something else nobody has to do anymore, huh? Corpse dragging.
Oh, yeah, you do.
You do?
Yeah, if you're in the middle of a fight.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, like dragging across entire zones. Never mind. It's just another random memory, I guess.
If Mars a berserker. Okay. He's asking a Merc question. What would be a best Merc for a berserker? He's asking if he should add another DPS because fights are slowing down, but I don't think that'd be a good idea. Yeah, I think he should stay with healer. Yes. That's a tough one.
Especially at today's rates.
Well, that's a tough one because, yeah, I mean, mortgage on your house is always going to be better than the outstanding debt. But yes, I agree with your last comment that
Yeah.
you shouldn't let it get out of control in the first place. I mean, I
Right.
understand if a medical emergency comes along, that's the definition of an unforeseeable event. But the other side is if you are still going to end up declaring bankruptcy, your house is protected. Yeah, see, there you go. Med loans for 4.5%. And that's still probably going to be better than the financing you get directly from the hospital. Hospitals used to let you ride, but they've gotten much more aggressive about turning your ass over to collections just to get it off their books.
Yep. Well, the other thing you can do is you can actually go and ask them for a reason. I forget what the name of the chart is. A reasonable and prudent or something like that. List of charges versus what they're actually charging you for,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see what their fucking markup is. I mean, $200 for four Tylenol. Come on. For $200, I can buy Tylenol for fucking 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only saving grace you get is you do get to write the taxes off on your HELOC refinancing. But
I would do it. I mean, when your bank does a HELOC for a customer, do you guys require any type of debt education, budget education? To keep them solvent? Theoretically, yes, as long as they can, up until they go bankrupt. And yes, it depends on what type of bankruptcy. But let's be honest, I mean, that's why actuaries make a shit ton of money, because they can figure out the statistics to a gnat's ass about where you put the interest rate versus failures versus how much money you're going to make.
Yep, 2008 all over again. That's exactly where we're headed. $100,000 houses are going to go for $500,000, and people are going to lose their asses.
And then they'll drop back down to $100,000 again.
Yep.
But that affects the commercial side as well. For my business, I will
Oh
not
yeah,
complain about that.
snowballing the fucker. It all runs downhill, and who's down at the bottom of the hill? Look at that snowball going, oh fuck, you and me.
No, 9% ain't squat.
Wells Fargo. Wouldn't trust them fuckers as far as I could toss their buildings.
So I can't remember, how many fish do you have to make one scale sheet? Is it 10 fish?
10 fish gets you one
Scale sheet?
one scale sheet. 10 scale sheets gets you one patch. 10 patches gets you one something else. So you're going to need thousands upon thousands of fish.
Well, okay, so you do a fish and you get 100 scales. So then you need 10 scales to make a patch, and then you need 10 patches to make a swatch. So one fish equals one swatch.
Provided you don't fail.
provided you don't fail. So it takes 10 fish to make 1 sheet.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what all needs the sheets. I know the Amos does.
Is there anything this expansion that requires fish scales?
The Amos,
Oh, the shoulders.
the shoulders. But I'm trying to think what else, because I have the nos back. So I don't need it for that. None of the armor does, because that's transmog patches. It's not going to be any of the jewelry.
Mm-mm.
I wonder if the mask does.
Yeah, fishing is one of those.
Well, it's boring as fuck. It does. So fading memory guardians mask, just for shits and giggles. Because the mask is pottery. So is the idol, and so is the charm. Yeah, so I think it's only the back and the shoulders that require it. Maybe the
I
belt.
thought the charm was research. Some of it's pottery, different things, but I thought it was actually part of research.
But you have to make the unfired part
Right,
of
which
it.
is pottery. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fading memory of charm. There's an unfired. The final combine to make the unfired fading memory is pottery. You need the jewelry to make the gems, but otherwise it's pottery.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I probably have enough fish now. Everybody has about 40 fish.
One way to find out: start scaling them fuckers.
Yeah.
I was looking around for my coffee. I made coffee an hour ago, and I was like, where the fuck is my coffee? It was still in the pot.
Right where you left it.
Yep.
I made breakfast this morning and went and got my creamer for my coffee and come downstairs with my coffee, and I'm sitting down and I'm started logging on and I'm looking around and where the fuck is my breakfast? Go back upstairs, it's not on the counter, it's not in the kitchen, it's not downstairs. Where in the God's name did I put my goddamn breakfast? I put it in the fridge when I got the creamer out.
As you do.
As you do.
I was ready for you to say you looked over and saw the dog licking his chops.
No, we'd be having kebabs for lunch.
Korean kebabs.
Yeah. The dogs look at me like, what? I didn't do it.
Amos.
I think we all could use a loan like that. Yeah, I got a 13-year-old. Give me a couple of those loans.
Yeah, I get to buy 2 cars this year. That's going to be fun.
Hello, credit union.
Well, one I'll probably get right at the end of this year when they're getting rid of the 20, starting to release the 2025s.
Mm-hmm.
New
Grab some
car.
leftover 24s.
Yeah, my wife will grab leftover 24, and then her car, which is a 2019, will go to her daughter, and then we'll get a couple of months after that. So right at the beginning of next year, we have to go find a used car for my daughter.
That's right. Just officer and a gentleman. What do you want to do now? I want to fly jets. My mama wants to fly jets.
But, yes, a scalar. That's what I'm looking for.
Zeb wants to fly helicopters. Okay, Stringfellow Hawk. And everybody's got the Airwolf theme song in their heads now.
I love that show.
I did too. It was badass in the day.
I was more of a Riptide fan.
Nice. Oh, have you guys watched the Baywatch movie with The Rock in it?
No.
Yes.
Oh my
No
God.
plan to.
It is fucking hilarious. Dude, you've got to watch it. It is hilarious.
It has
It
its moments.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, One Direction. It's like all throughout the movie, you keep calling this guy one reference after another. Oh God, yeah. You gotta watch that more. It's a good movie. It has its moments, stuff like that, but just all throughout it, just The Rock is just beating this guy down.
What? Up there it is. Okay. What did I come here? Fish scaler. That's what I came to the bank for.
You must be in the front row.
What are you trying to make?
The fish scale swatches, so I can make my amices.
So that's the plural. What's the singular version of it? MSI?
MS.
Mouse and Mises.
See, is there anything better than the bone rod out there
For
for
fishing?
a fishing modifier?
What's the bone rod?
15. It says 7%, 15 max.
No.
Okay.
Even because the engineered one's only 5%.
Okay.
But I usually just use the fisherman's companion in bait.
Well, I mean, for at the bench when you're doing the trade schools.
Don't you have your fishing trophy? I'm just teasing. There is no fishing trophy.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's new on me.
No, just whatever's. I think 5% plus bait for 7.
Well, you can become a master at fishing, so that would make you. I'm sorry, I'm 12.
Yeah, hey, we've all been masturbators for years.
Still one of my favorite jokes.
Oh yeah, our command sergeant in basic training for the Air Force, his last name was Bates, and he was a master sergeant. And he says, and you will call me Master Sergeant Bates, because the first one of you fuckers that walks up to me and says, "Hey, Master Bates, I am kicking you the fuck out."
Yes, sir.
Aye, Captain. Says, I am putting this out here on day fucking 1, so there is no confusion with you motherfuckers. And it was about then that the Colonel Fulberg comes walking by, and he looked at him sideways. The sergeant turns to him and says, "Not a fucking word out of you either, Colonel."
And I forgot the painful part of this is you have to one by one put 10 items in and hope it doesn't fail.
Yeah. Yep. 10 and push a button for 1. Just like your loan sharks in school. 20, 40 get you 20. 10 get you 1. I'll be nice. I'll give it to the end of the week. I guess the next AP I could make would be a monk.
I thought you wanted an intervention.
And no one has done one yet.
Well, then don't do it. There's your intervention.
Yeah, we helped. just like the cops in Chicago. Did you tell them to halt? Yes, sir. 3 times. Halt. Halt. Zeb, do it. He's a facilitator. Oh, another thing we don't have. We don't have a wizard.
Zombie.
She was a wizard?
For a short minute.
Oh.
I have a wizard. The thing I like about my wizard is, like, it's a free character and still actually does really solid PS. A couple of chronos to get AAs done, but beyond that, like, straight up free to play.
Now, if you get the AAs and then you go to essentially silver, do you get to keep use of the AAs?
Yes.
Okay. You just can't add more.
Right.
I thought only if you bought the AA unlock from Daybreak. Otherwise, it goes backwards and you lose them until you resub again.
No, that's not the way it is.
Then that's been changed as well.
Yeah, she still has access to all of her AAs.
Who's this?
It's my wizard.
Ah.
She's level 125 and she's got like 58,000, 60,000 AAs. I basically no-lifed her for a while just trying to get the AAs while I had a chrono on her. Because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get any more whenever the sub ran out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely, if you want to be free to play, you have to pay for at least a month to get the AAs because you can't be level 125 with 250 AAs. That's not gonna work.
That's not even enough to get your CA and CS maxed out.
Oh, 9.24. How much better?
uh,
9.24? That's all? Come on, give me more. Them's rookie numbers. But yeah, I looked into being a pilot, and the first thing you gotta spend, I saw like a very wide range. It was like 8,500 to like 15,000 just to get a private pilot's license. And then beyond that, to be like a pilot at one of the airlines, you have to have like 1,500 flight hours. So you have to pay for all of that, which can be like $50 to $100 per hour. And then flight school for the big planes is like 120,000. And based on like current day loans, you'll get a loan for 120,000 and end up paying back $240,000 over 40 years. Or 20 years. I think it's 20 years. But either way, you're doubling the size of the loan. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not about that. Like, I have a ton of like financial insecurity issues, and I can't, in good conscience, put myself $120,000 in debt. That's only gonna get bigger.
I did see something cool call it. I went to college when I was 45, 44, right around there. And they had a program there at that time, and it was a community college, uh, that offshore oil rigs really want people to fly helicopters back and forth, and they would foot the bill for the entire experience at college if you took a class that taught you how to fly helicopters and then came to work for them.
Yeah, there are a couple of companies that do that. That's
So Zab, that mortgage you're talking about, was that a 30, a 20, or a 15? I assume a 30. Yeah.
Somebody's just sitting right next to a named Cyclops, AFK, and letting their mercenary just kill it over and over again. There's like 30 bodies here.
Yeah.
I mean, if it gets to the point to where if you can AFK and power level yourself, I think parts of the game need to be redesigned.
Well, that is illegal. You get caught, you get banned.
Well,
Yep. I just had a buddy of mine get like 6 of his accounts banned for that.
there's somebody doing it right here.
But it seems like they're very picky with the accounts that they ban, or the accounts that they punish, because the only accounts of his that he had that got suspended or banned are those that are affiliated with a raid guild. He has other accounts that he uses automation software for too that didn't get touched.
Huh.
Okay.
Same thing, I had some accounts suspended for that, but it was only the accounts that were associated with a raid guild. I have since deleted those programs because I was like, I'm not going to fuck up these accounts. It just had a ban wave. There was a big ban wave that came through.
There was.
Because there was a bunch of people that got. But I have a character, Any of Arms, and those are the only 2 accounts of mine that got hit. I don't raid with Symphony of Arms. I just have a character there because I can, I guess.
Yeah. You were guilty by association.
But then the automation software has nothing involved with a raid account or raid guild, and it's just fine. It didn't get suspended. I think, honestly, what may have happened is people reported, and they had like a backlog of reports, and they just hit them all at once.
It seems like they do this big wave at the release of every expansion.
But yeah, it did feel very towards people that have, characters associated or accounts with characters associated with raid guilds.
Well, I mean, look at it. You see somebody who has 72 active accounts.
Right.
They're
It's-
running a one-man raid.
Yeah. Which there was actually a guild, quote unquote, that used to do that.
They, there are people who still do. And you look at it, they get in there, and as soon as the new expansion hits, they're out there, they're getting the stuff to farm so they can be the first out there and get the best price. It blows 72 chrono a month.
But then you have operations like, all of the people that are doing power levels, that are selling power levels.
Mm-hmm.
Every last one of them are using Q. All of them.
Well,
The way that they're not.
yeah, you have to.
And then you've got people like Hanita, who nothing happens to Hanita, which, granted, Hanita probably has like 1,000 accounts anyway. So if one of them got banned, he's got, multiple others. But
Did you
like,
see what Zab just typed?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But all he has to do is like pull a new.
that's part of it. You pull a new account.
Like, I'm flying or benefited from a power level, but I don't know. I feel like there's ways of detecting all of this and just massive ban wave.
Even if you can't see the code flashing, which you can't, you can see
But they can.
repetitious behavior.
Oh, they can see the code.
They can look at the code, yeah, and like when things happen and see that it happens like a fucking machine.
Yeah, the repetition.
There is no human that can operate a character like a machine.
But why do you want to get rid of the people that are your player base?
And that's the fly in the ointment there. You ban too many people, and all of a sudden the game is defunct.
Like,
And
technically using things like IS Boxer is forbidden too, but if they got rid of the capability to box, the game would plummet.
there's not enough people. And the current company bought it. We were just looking at this the other day. They bought it, what, 3 years ago?
Yep.
4 years ago? For
About 4
$300
years.
million. They have an ROI that they need to make.
That's why they're selling tickets to this Fippy Fest for $1,500 a piece.
Fippy Fest.
You can buy the virtual one for $250.
Yeah, they have different tiers for the virtual one, but to do the in-person event, it's $1,500. Plus whatever it's going to
215.
cost you to travel up there and stay and food and entertainment and like what they're offering for the benefits for those packages are not worth $250 for me. Oh, you get a cool achievement and a mount and blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. I need my $1,500 to buy groceries.
So I'm looking at this, the different levels, 50, 100, 150, 250. This is all in-game shit. Where's the actual...
I think that's also the virtual pass thing that lets you, I guess, I don't know if they've got like
limited
a,
number of tickets available for in-person attendance. Okay. That's where, click on that. Oh, non-refundable.
which you know it's a money grab because it's non-refundable.
I don't see where they even list the price for it. I guess you have to go to Eventbrite. About this event, one day, it's a 2-day event.
But even
Oh,
still,
there it is,
seven.
$1,499. What in the fuck?
Yeah, $1,500 for 2 days is it's not worth it.
No, for $1,500, that's 150. I can buy a couple of tunes and some gear for that kind of chrono.
Right.
By the way, that big event that I was talking about that's coming up next week, it's, I think, $125 for like 11 days or 10 days of camping. Cheap and all
Yeah.
sorts of fun. I have classes there that like for $75 you'll sit down for 2 days with somebody, a piece of metal, and by the time you've finished doing what they tell you to do, you have a crossbow.
Yeah, so you're spending $125 for 11 days of learning skills.
Yep. Which is pretty freaking amazing.
Fuck that. I'll spend $1,500 and I'll go to 2 days of EverQuest.
Yeah, versus spending $1,500 to go hear 2 days of people blowing smoke up your ass with empty promises.
Hey, I got that from EA.
I mean, at least they were giving you a paycheck. May
For
not have been a good one. May not have been a good one, but it was a paycheck.
It was pretty damn good. It made me want to stay in the industry. How about that?
Well, that's good.
They have companies that try and lowball into groups and like warehouses and then remotely let them log in and do game stuff. And those people suck. But EA was actually paying us almost $19 an hour, which was pretty
Not bad.
freaking phenomenal for entry-level video game Q&A. But I would say that I got spoiled doing it. And I'm already crazy, so it didn't help.
As the header say, you don't have to be mad to work here, but it helps.
Yay, I killed the captain.
Yeah.
But did you shoot the deputy?
I did not shoot the deputy. Shot a few cyclopses, though. Cyclopeans. Poor bastards who got a raw deal from a god.
Are they part of the giant race? Did Ralos make them?
I don't know. I think so. I was speaking from mythological references, though. The Cyclopses traded the gods one of their eyes so that they could see the future, and the only future that they can see is their time of death. So they got a kind of raw deal from the gods.
It's like any other wish. You got to be specific, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that how the ogres came about? Like the ogre race? I heard a story. Something about like that, about the lore of... I want to say it was the ogres and how they came about.
In Norath or some other lore?
I fucking no idea. I don't know what the context was. I mean, it was EverQuest, but...
In EverQuest, the ogres are the ones who built Nock, and they used to be a beautiful and intelligent race, and then they got screwed over, and then that's the one ogre ghost that's up in the top.
Oh no, they always looked the same.
Yeah, but they used to be intelligent.
Yes, they were made by Ralos. They went and killed one of the Council of Wrath, and that's when Khazad-dûl released the green mist, killed most of them, and left the remainders to be stupid.
By the way, Rallo-Sec is far and away the best character model that has ever been in this game.
Oh, come on now. You're not an Erelisi fan?
No. The new Lucklin.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. she's
Okay,
on it.
true. There was that one. In the Night of Shadows mission.
Yeah, she looks like a dark elf from Forgotten Realms.
Yes.
Then you've got fucking Druzzle Rowe that's just literally a fucking human. And I'm just like, you're boring. Fuck off. I think if you're like big enough to be considered like a god in this realm, you should have like your own character model, like something interesting, not just like, hey, that's just fucking Jeff over there, you know?
Like Inaruk?
See, he's one of my favorites. And I
I'm
do
a dark
seem to
elf,
remember.
so I'm partial.
Well, yeah. I do seem to remember that the what was it, the god or whatever on the Plane of Mischief was kind of interesting. But that was a
Bristlebane?
long time ago. I don't know if it got better or worse.
He just looks like a scruffy halfling.
I think Bertoxulus looked pretty good too.
He does.
Kind of the scraggly chains and all that stuff. That's pretty cool. I don't guess I remember Solro.
The Flaming Prince.
I mean, obviously I know who Solro is, but... Oh, yeah.
Wait away. He has to be the flaming prince. Maybe he's just feminine. You don't have to be that way now. I swear to God.
Same thing with like raid bosses. Like I can see the mini bosses being like something, you know, basic, but in one of the Lorien Song raids, you just have like a fucking dark elf with billions of hit points, and it's just like, bro. tried to stream my raids last night on Twitch, but for whatever reason I was dropping frames like absolute crazy. So like you couldn't really watch anyways because it was so skippy.
That's actually why I stopped streaming for a little while. Is it got so bad playing DayZ that I had to drop it down to 240 and it was just unwatchable. And at the same time, unplayable.
I mean, my internet's fine. Like, I have plenty of upload and download. Like, there's no issue there. I don't know what was chewing up all the resources to cause it to drop so many frames. But it was dropping like 60 to 75% of the frames.
Yeah, but it's Twitch. I mean, to give you an idea, live stream on Discord and watch how it doesn't affect gameplay at all. How are they able to do that on Discord while streaming voice and video at the same time? Plus the voice, of people talking over it with each other and playing the game at the same time and not have any issues, but Twitch can't do just one thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wish I knew the fix because it bothers me too. So, sorry.
I mean, I would stream the raids on Discord too, but we use Discord for communications during raids, so I can't. I can't go live in some other channel and be in voice chat in a different channel.
Yeah. I found something called an opal bracelet, and I don't know why, because it's nothing, honestly. Literally nothing, no effects, but it sells for 80p. That just frightens me, like I shouldn't sell it.
Yeah, it's just vendor trash.
That's all it is.
I think there is a purpose for it somewhere, but it is absolutely irrelevant to you at level 50.
Yeah, but there's no quest thing, there's no nothing. There's just it was just a bracelet. That's it. Like this steel torque at least has an AC of 3 on it and 1 tribute. The other thing had nothing.
It's 85 tribute. All it is vendor trash.
Okay.
I mean, he should be set up on plat anyways, because I gave him, what, like 1 million plus?
Yeah. 1 million, and the day before 100,000. So yeah, I'm good. Most of it's in the bank. I did actually break down, and I spent about 75k, and that was just to gear myself out at level 50 with the Defiant chain.
Look, that's your money. You do with it what you will.
Yeah, most of it's just in the bank waiting for me to start alchemy. I might get to level 20.
Spells also start getting very, very expensive.
Well, yeah. I did get a fire emerald and a sapphire, though, if somebody's doing upper end jewelry.
I think
Blue
for
diamonds are what people go for.
Yeah.
Sapphires are pretty.
But diamonds are a girl's best friend.
My wife hates diamonds. Hates them.
If I wanted something truly old, original, and dare I say even prettier, I would have to go with amber, because that shit rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And much older than diamonds.
And it can have bugs in it.
Yeah, and everybody likes bugs. Little human blood. Lore, and I couldn't sell it, so I don't know what I should do with it.
destroy it.
Or tribute it.
Tattered note. Ogrehead. At least that's got quest.
Yeah, I think if you're doing your epic at level 50, you're still going to have some difficulty with some of the mobs you have to encounter. But if you want to get the real experience out of it, then you'll have to get a group of people around the same level.
65.
Because otherwise, you know, a level 125 could come in there and just not even 125. Like, I think I did my Shadow Knight epic at 90, and I did just fine.
Yeah, I mean, in era, you would have been 60, right?
Yeah, right
Convert
around
took you
60.
to 60.
The hardest part about the epic is camping.
Oh, yes. Not fun.
Because I did the 1.5 pre-quest, the 1.5 and the 2.0 in 2 days. But like 20 plus hours of that was camping 2 mobs.
So
Yeah,
what are y'all
Shadow
gonna
Knight
do
took
when
me
I
a little
start?
bit.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
What are y'all gonna do when I start tapping y'all for people to help me with the prayer shawl? I mean, completely useless.
Yeah, that's where you might not get much people. You might get credits on that one.
People who like,
I never did the prayer shell thing.
I got mine up to level 6 a couple of times, but every time I got up to that level, I would always fail. I never got to try the last combine because the one before it, I would always fail. And I know I've gotten all of the stuff for that part at least 5 times. And you
Well, I
want to
think
talk about
there's
some hours.
a Prayer Shawl 3.0, I believe.
Yeah, but I got to get the first one first.
I can't remember if you can do a pre-quest or not.
But anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine. I was saying my Shadow Knight took me a lot longer because there's that one guy in Peniel who's on a 7-day timer.
Oof.
For which quest?
The 1.0.
The 1.0? Oh yeah, I didn't do the 1.0.
I wanted the graphic.
I think I've been up too long because I'm starting to get lost and I haven't moved.
Well, when I clicked onto your stream earlier, you had been live for like 13 hours, so...
Yeah, I'm on 14 now.
Yeah, it might be time for some sleep.
Well, first I need to get something to eat. I still haven't really eaten anything. I had like a half a thing of crackers, but I've drank a gallon of tea.
That's all the nerds in the side.
Well, I don't put sugar in my tea. Don't tell anybody that because they will shoot me down here.
Yeah, them fighting words.
But yeah, all I put in it is lemon, and tonight I've been using cherry juice.
Yeah, we had a...
And proud to be a heathen.
when I was in
You
high
ain't
school, we
drinking
had
sweet tea? Get a rope.
a foreign exchange student from Sweden, I think it was, come to my school. Anyway, and they were just like, "Yeah, we're gonna have some sweet tea," and they were just like, "Oh yeah, we have sweet tea at back home. We put sugar in our tea, and
No.
like we made some because we were all like hanging out at one of our friends' house, and they made sweet tea, and like we just brought out like the 5-pound bag of sugar and just went to dumping.
Uh-huh.
The look on this kid's face was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
It
He
is no
thought we were
longer
gonna
tea.
he he thought we were going to bring out the box of sugar cubes.
Yeah, see,
And-
I can't stand sweet tea.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
And I learned first couple times I made a trip to somewhere in the South, and I ordered tea out of this, and I would just instantly just like, whoa, what the fuck is this shit?
Now
It's like pure sugar.
I can say that a lot of places in the South way overdo it. Like,
Oh, it's awful.
you know the Chicken Express? You have Chicken Express?
Not in
Fast food
Kansas.
place. Well, their sweet tea is they make their sweet tea in what do you call those things? Not a cooler. I guess it might be a cooler. I'm like at a loss for words. The thing that they use in sports that has the
The igloo?
you know the spout on it and you can
Yeah, the igloo.
spit. Yeah, one of those things. Anyways, but they fill that up with tea and just dump a 5-pound bag of sugar in it.
See, but that's not the right way to make sweet tea. You got to cook it.
Yeah, they don't. They just brew the tea, dump it in the thing hot, and then dump 5 pounds of sugar in it, and then stir it.
No, you gotta brew that out in the sun.
It's disgusting. I don't want to drink tea and then have to like smack my lips because of all the sugar.
No, I just learned to make sure no matter where I am, because I mean, sweet tea's made its way up north as well, and so I just make sure I say unsweetened tea whenever I order somewhere.
I even learned how to say it in Russian.
But Chicken Express has to do something with their tea to coat the inside of your mouth so that you can get over the taste of their subpar greasy chicken.
Da? Вы говорите по-русски? Я только немного по-русски.
Привет.
Since we're on disgusting things from the South, who here likes boiled peanuts?
Hey, don't get me started on that.
Absolutely not.
I like my boiled peanuts.
Oh my God. No. No. A lot of things peanuts should be. Boiled is not one of them.
Oh yeah, no, they're and spicy boiled peanuts. That's a thing too. But just salty. I'm sorry. Ein sprechen scheiße Deutsch.
For me, a tea without sugar, please.
Un té sin azúcar.
Uno más cerveza, por favor.
Mas tequila. Or no, in Russian you'd say, Дайте мне большой стакан vodka. And they will bring you a 24-ounce glass, ice cold, filled to the brim of vodka.
Ugh.
And you're expected to shoot it.
In Russia, you need two things. You need vodka and Kalashnikov.
Yeah, but my favorite curse word along those lines is in Polish, and it just means bitch. But it's just so much fun to say. Kurwa, kurwa, kurwa. But it's their version of like shit or damn it. Kurwa. But you can't mistake that one for anything else. Well, except maybe a Corvair. I just like languages. See, now those are dirty words. And you don't have to be dirty to get your point across. You can say Uadi staruka yafpachali.
All right, I'll be back. I'm going to grab some lunch.
Oh, I'm still thinking about breakfast, and I've been playing for 14 hours. I should probably do something about that. Oh. Yeah.
I guess I went straight millennial on my breakfast. I just made like a bagel, put some cream cheese on it, avocado, everything bagel seasoning, and sriracha.
And sriracha. I will never understand people's fascination with that stuff. Most
It
food
just,
along. Yeah, what?
I just like the sriracha because it gives like a little extra little kick of flavor without overpowering anything with heat. Because it gives you that little peppery feel without heat.
I mean, the sriracha's not bad. I mean, I like the stuff. But most food that people like, they say is hot, like hot wings and such, it seems like their entire diet is based on masochism. And I don't understand it.
Yeah, they eat based off how much capsaicin is in an item.
Yeah, no, that's...
Got bonnets and ghost peppers, baby.
There's a hotter one now.
Oh, I know. Death Reaper.
No,
I just
they made one that's Death Reaper.
They call it like Pepper X or something like that.
Yeah. There's a new one that they bred to make it. I mean, I read about this like a month ago, and I don't know why, because I don't care.
Although it was bred in North Carolina, so.
I mean, I used to work for a Jamaican guy, and he made Jamaican hot jerk wings, and he used like 2 drops of this stuff called Black Widow for, like a batch of 80 of them. And that was enough. It was seasoned, it was spicy, but it wasn't overpowering.
It wasn't lips and tongue and throat numb for 14 hours.
Yeah, it wasn't
It was a quick burn in pepper, and
it was not an accidentally rubbed your eye and now I need to go to the hospital thing. Oh, someone was asking for someone to buff them in the plane of knowledge earlier, but I'm guessing that they did not mean someone as low as level as I was. And
I got him.
Okay.
Aethelmar.
I actually have a friend named Aethelred, who was, of course, naming himself after Aethelred the Unready, but anyway.
I named myself Aetius so that nobody could understand how to pronounce it, including myself.
My name came from whenever I first joined the SCA, and they went through a book and decided on what my name was going to be using Old Norse and The full name is Yarnkolar Ohaefi. Yarnkolar is iron skull, which is their way of saying that I was thick-headed. And then Ohaefi means uncouth, which, yeah, I am that. But what's uncouth for a Viking? I mean,
Right. Cheerio. Go for a spot of tea.
Finally, this group ended. I can go sell shit.
oh, Zab, though, I forgot. One of the things I loved to do with my Russian friends was to do Leet Speak, but mix it with Russian. So you're doing Russian transliteration using English letters and numbers, but making it into Leet Speak. Like, Babachka would be the. That would be Babachka. And honestly, if you don't know fluent Russian and how to read and write it, if you do Leet Russian transliteration, nobody can figure that shit out. See, I learned both. I was not content until I could write my name in cursive in Russian. And yeah, but I haven't been around anybody that speaks it in so long that I haven't had any practice in years, which kind of sucks.
You know, you should get yourself a job as one of those translators and go to work for a local hospital. They're always seeking people for translators. They do it all bedside now on tablets.
Well, exactly, though. Me too. At least a decade.
But it's one of those things. As soon as it starts, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what the proverbial riding a bike thing."
Yeah, it's just I've never been fluent, and it's the only thing I've learned. I taught myself. One of the reasons I went to college was they had a major, a Russian major program at LSU, and I came back here to go there. And my first year at BRCC, they cut the funding to the foreign languages department and got rid of the major. So I was left just spinning my wheels, and I didn't know what the fuck to do. Kind of sucked.
Babble.
Yeah, I just get books and read and listen to music. I like the old stuff. Like they have this movie that they watch every year, and it's got a couple of songs in it, and it's cute. It's called Ironia Sudboy, which is in English, The Irony of Fate. And it's about a guy who gets drunk with his friends, and his fiance and him just announced to their friends that they're going to get married. So his friends take him to sauna, and get him drunk, and then switch places with him and his other friend and sent him off to Leningrad, and he just gets drunk off the plane, or gets off the plane drunk, kind of comes to and asks a taxi to take him to his street, which all of the streets in the cities are named the same thing, and of all things, his key actually works in the door of this apartment in another city on the same street and the same number apartment as his in Moscow, and he's in St. Petersburg, I think, or Leningrad, or whatever they called it at the time. So this chick comes home to find this drunk guy in her apartment, passed out in her bed. And yeah, hilarity ensues. But that's the movie that they watch every year on New Year's Eve. Kind of like what is it over here?
Cartoon, Eastern Promises. Are those movies, Zabs, or TV series? Right, I'm up to AFK minute. Someone's beating on my door.
Uh-oh.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Well, Zab, I've seen the 3 Night Watch and Day Watch movies. There are either 2 or 3 of them. Ah. That's right.
If you're into the whole books thing, they have these series by Nancy Collins, and I think it's the most original take on vampires that I've ever seen. The main character is named Sonia Blue, and she's a vampire, but accident, or kind of like a rape victim. And their version of vampires are very different. I have not heard of the Night Watch and Day Watch stuff. I will definitely look those up. I honestly never thought about vampires in specific to Slavic culture because most cultures have a version of vampires.
Yep.
But I thought that they started in like Spain or England. But
Well,
I
that's
haven't
the
studied
problem
as
with
much.
they're all over the world.
Yeah,
Everybody has their. I don't know if you can rightfully say it was in this one culture first.
but it's kind of like the pyramids, you know. The pyramids in Egypt are the oldest, and no, and then I've met people from Romania and talked to them about, you know, they people talk about going up to Vlad's castle or Vlad's keep or whatever, and the dudes that I've met are all like, no, the place that he actually had his place is now a ruin, and it's dangerous to go there. Oh, duh. Trying to click a spell I already got in my spell book.
All right. All those fishies, and I ended up with 12 sheets.
How was your success rate versus breakage?
So if it took 10 fish to make one sheet, and I had 180 fish, and I ended up, theoretically, if it would have been perfect, I would have had 18 sheets, and I have 12. So 66%.
The third breakage.
It's not bad.
No, not great, but not bad.
So now I can make my hummus.
Okay, West Freeport, Bondel Felligan.
when did they Planet Knowledge start selling emblems? It's nice having all the Froststone or Lorian's Inn or Anxiety. Really, doesn't that just suck?
The character emblems from like the armor stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a chick over by the parcel vendor or some NPC, I don't know if it's a chick, that's sold them as long as I've known about them.
Okay. Well, hell, I'm looking at
Caden
Blacksmith.
Jarrett.
Yeah, Blacksmith Gerta says she sold the.
Go to the parcel guy, the Caden Jarrett, and there'll be a fuck. What's the command for compass?
Oh, never mind. Because I was looking on the rogue profit, and of course.
Yeah, that'll do it.
There we
But
go.
yeah, they're on a couple people in POK.
Yes.
I just-
Now, Born, Dark Anvil, and Yarrow Limson.
Yeah, I'm on mischief right now. The person I'm thinking is currently not here. I don't guess it's been added to the game yet on this expansion.
What era?
This is House of Bull. The only reason I came to Mischief is because House of Thule was like my favorite expansion.
Gotcha.
And like to experience it again while it's current and the content is actually, you know, kind of difficult. I was just leveling in the grounds with a couple of guys. I was there for like 2 hours and I got like 30% level, and I was like, ah, yes, this is the stuff. But yeah, the people in POK will sell the emblem, but if you need like gates or powders or whatever, then you'll have to go to whichever expansion. So it's nice having them here, but at the same time, they're worthless because you have to go to the other zone anyway.
Yeah, for some of the crap you do. I'm trying to figure out my Airwalker code. Chest line. I got it. Oh, I don't need the powder for that one. That's the raid. I need the fortifying medium. That has to come from raids.
Yep.
Okay. Cost 30,000. Awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty up there.
You only need that for the armor, right? Not the non-vis.
I lying as I remembered. Just made a raid, and I think I only needed like 2 items for that.
You need powder from the ore. You need the lining from the raid, and the medium for the G3. They make you go buy that instead of making it from the ore. But no, I needed the transmog patches for the. So I think this fortifying medium is only for the visible. So I'm off to buy 16 fortifying mediums.
Who are you trying to gear up?
For my cleric and my finally got to make full set of everything on those two tubes. I only gear on my main. The rest of them wear Group 3. I remember back when I first started seeing the right here on all 6 of them. No, that changed real quick.
I think I'm just getting more and more lost, so I'm going to log off and go and eat something and hopefully be able to think straight later.
All right.
With you,
Good rest of
sister.
your.
I really appreciated the whole thing with killing the queen and the stuff for the pet. And I'm really tired.
Our guild's cool.
Guilds are cool. The guild
They
hall,
are.
not so much. Guilds, though, the guilds are cool.
Well,
The guild hall will make more sense when you start using it.
yep.
I have no doubts. I'm sure it has many amazing things to offer. I don't know what it is, honestly, Zab.
But yeah, welcome aboard. Once again, it's a very helpful guild that we have here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It is.
I will
All
try.
right.